sure you would wonder, like, why are they building tech while they can be anywhere else working for different, corporate organizations? And that's where I think we are very excited, because a lot of time these folks who are innovators and entrepreneurs are very, very passionate. They are in it because sometimes they have their lived experiences. We have some startups were founded by people with disabilities.
Wow.
So they are not just trying to solve their own problems, they're trying to solve the problems of millions of others in the world. And how amazing is that? There are a lot of people who also are not disabled, but they are building this tech because they have experiences in families, somebody going blind, and somebody probably losing the hearing and all that. So they're very passionate, but passion doesn't build the business. Just 20-30%. And hence they need that kind of guidance. They need that mentorship. And today, when we are talking about 450 to 500 people or entrepreneurs in India, through Plus and Network, 1,200 plus startups, we are saying we're seeing the trend that they're using number one contemporary tech. And all these 450 are not based out of tier one towns in India. We have seen, we run an acceleration program, which hopefully we're going to talk about, where we get applications from not just tier two, tier three, but tier four towns as well. So there's a lot of democratization of technology that's happening. Yeah. Third, we are seeing that not everybody is, unlike before, not everybody is building solutions for one kind of disability. And it was Bollywood impact or whatever, a lot of solutions for blind people used to come. But today we are seeing in our world, we say visible disability, which is obviously the visual impairment, physical disability, but we also have large population with invisible disability, which essentially is the autism, learning disabilities and all that. We're very, very happy that through our work with different universities and organizations, we are also able to encourage and build ecosystem where tech entrepreneurs are building solutions for invisible disabilities as well, because that's something which is on rise, unfortunately. Yeah. So I think we are very happy that it's just not the number of entrepreneurs. We are happy because there's a democratization of tech. There is contemporary tech of AI, ML, AR, VR, computer vision that's being used. We are happy because it's just not very one-sided development, of tech in one disability. We're also seeing a lot of people developing solutions, like I said, for neurodiversity, neurodevelopment as well. And yeah, I mean, we are with everything which we do, as you know, Shivan, we are already reaching 1 million people impact. So we're very happy that the model has started working well. We just scratched the surface, probably even not that. And our aspiration as an organization obviously is much higher. But yeah, we're very happy to see the whole ecosystem growing.
I mean, it's going to be exponential at this point. Each year is going to double.
Yes.
I believe last year was like 4.5 lakhs. This year it's 9. So
Yes.
next year hopefully it doubles on top of that, and you'll be at 80 million before you know it. But one thing I wanted to touch upon is the stigma against disabled people. I saw this movie on Netflix. I'm not even sure about his name. Mama and Papa were watching.
Shrikant.
Shrikant.
Yes.
I think at the start he was born blind, and they almost buried him.
Yes.
That broke my heart. That was like, how could you do such a thing, right? And he went on to do great things in life, but that also kind of, I think, online sources such as Instagram, Netflix, these have enlightened people as to what problems disabled people have and how they can be integrated into society. So I think it's partly due to the organic nature of social media that people now want to help others.
Sure.
So that's why you might see a rise of people who aren't particularly associated to disabilities in any way, even with family connections, who want to help out. And I think that's one of the good things social media has done.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That's very interesting. So you've told us about what ATF does. It's a truly unique organization, so it must have come with its unique set of issues and setup, hiring, being a nonprofit. How do you structure that to pay your employees while making an impact, all of that?
Right.
How has that been?
So, see, when we thought of establishing ATF, it was even, difficult to even describe what we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because disability world has been largely seen as charity, pity. And the point of view which we were trying to bring in is that it is not charity. You can build tech which can help, but you can also make it profitable. So the point of view and the new thinking was the thinking of innovation, thinking of building sustainable organization which will has dual purpose, Shivan. I mean, today we are able to prove so many times in ATF in last 6 7 years that it's very very viable to build a profitable business with purpose. There's so many examples in front of us, but obviously awareness has been a big issue. I mean, earlier in the conversation we are talking about awareness being so poor about disability itself. Now here we are trying to bring tech, business, non-profits and startup. It's something which is difficult to even describe. In fact, it's a joke where I used to tell this my introduction, and then people used to give me a blank face and say, "So what do you do?" And I said, "Okay, hold on, hold on. We all have studied Venn diagrams. So imagine four concentric circle: startup, business, disability, and technology. Wherever there is a intersection
Yeah.
is where ATF." And they used to give me like a half satisfactory, look, saying that okay, because for them the moment you say disability, it goes to charity, and I was totally talking a different language that time. But anyways, long story short, today we've been able to do a lot of work in the community, and like you said, social media, movies like Shrikant have really helped us bring leaders like Rahul Dravid, who's been a champion and a brand ambassador of ATF for many, many years. They've all have been kind in helping us build that whole awareness. Yeah. And so that's one challenge which we need to probably do more work on. But I'm very very happy that we've made significant progress. The second thing is the investment. Now, investment in disability itself has been so low, and you and I do not have to debate it. Look, try to walk around on a wheelchair in city Jaipur and Bangalore. It's difficult for us to walk. You cannot walk. So infrastructure accessibility has been an issue, and there are a lot of other challenges for people with disabilities. Like if you are a speech and hearing impaired, try going to a bank and opening an account. While all of us claim that opening a bank account is like a minute's job now. Like how would you even start the conversation? Because think of small issues. If you're in a wheelchair, you cannot even get into the bank or any other
That's
this thing.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. So think of very basic everyday life issues, and we haven't done a good job in making things accessible and integrating people with disabilities. Building an ecosystem like ATF is a next big challenge,
Yeah.
because here we're talking about using technology as a lever, startup as a change agent to create the impact. But who's investing? People think while we are non-profit, all our startups are for-profit organizations. So we are actually mentoring them to stand on their feet, figure out a monetization, unit economics, the same language which we talk to other commercial startups. But then we've seen traditionally a lot of VCs do not think this as a large enough market. While we are talking about 1.4 billion people, WHO says, Shivan, that there are 2.5 billion people who would need assistive technology. This includes not just people with disabilities, this includes seniors, this includes people with temporary disability. Somebody meets with an accident, need a wheelchair for 3 months.